With so many processed foods out there, how do we know what's good for us or not? Peace, I'm the Modest Prepper and welcome to my channel. Now today I'm going to go over 7 hidden haram ingredients to avoid when stocking up and or prepping. Now make sure you stay tuned to the end because number 6 and 7 will shock you. First, what is haram? Haram means forbidden or not permissible by Islamic law. So I'm going to go over 7 ingredients to look out for. Number 1, gelatin. Now, gelatin is a flavorless protein from animal collagen. Primarily, it's used from the pig. Now, you can see that it's found in Jell-O, marshmallows, medications, and cosmetics as well. So what is the solution? So to stay away from this product, we should try to find gelatin that's from an animal other than the pig. So that way we can stay away from the actual pork product that's produced by the gelatin. Number 2, mono and diglycerides. It's used to help bind ingredients that usually doesn't mesh well together, like oil and water. And it's also used to extend shelf life. And this product is considered haram because it has a pork background, unless it's made from halal animals. So the solution is really not to buy this ingredient, especially if we don't know the source. If we don't know if it's made from a pork background or if it's kosher, we should not buy it. Also, we should start looking at the products that we purchase and see if it has a sign that says kosher or halal on it. Usually it has the U or the K to symbol that it's a kosher product. So we should look out for that. Number 3, alcohol-based flavoring. Now, it's alcohol-based flavoring that's used to carry flavors from natural sources like vanilla bean, fruits, and different spices. So because a lot of us, that have a halal or a kosher diet don't consume alcohol, the solution would be to find now non-alcoholic flavoring, such as vinegars, broths is good, syrups, or a glycerin with a water ratio, just to use that as an alternative. Number 4, oil. Now, oil is not haram. However, what happens if you purchase the wrong oil or stock up on it, the wrong one, it could be costly or even disastrous. So a lot of us tend to buy vegetable oil, right? And we may buy it and stock it up and not even think. We're just trying to stock and store, for the time we're seeing in the world. We're saying, man, famine is on the horizon. The shelves are short. Let me stock up on some oil. However, we must do it the right way. Now, products like vegetable oil and a lot of oils out there only really stock good for 6 to 12 months. And if you store it too long, it can lead to the oil becoming rancid and it could smell horrible. And if you have any oil way past the 12 months, I would advise just taking a look at it, smell it, and see if it's still good. Because you don't want to wait until you actually need the oil. You open it, it smells horrible, and then you realize you just wasted. So, alternative for that, try to buy coconut oil because it tends to stock up longer and have a longer shelf life. And ghee butter. You can purchase ghee butter as well to stock up for a longer period. That way you can have some on hand. Now, number 5, farm-raised salmon. Now, it's a lot of talk on this and we see it in stores. And if you actually pay attention, when you go to the stores and purchase the farm-raised salmon, it'll tell you, hey, it's farm-raised, and it even may have language that says color feed was added to it. And with farm-raised salmon, it has high levels of contaminants. And if you do the research on it, actually the farm-raised salmon has like a gray or whitish color before they add the feed. So that way when you see it, it's in its pink color. Now, if you see it, if you do the research, it is not appetizing at all. Matter of fact, I'm going to show a picture on the screen to show what the before and after of the farm-raised salmon looks like. And if you look at that, not appealing, right? Right. So, and it could also lead to health concerns. Farm-raised salmon isn't the best. So, an alternative, purchase wild-caught salmon. You can purchase coho. I know coho can be on a little expensive side, but try to shop around and get some coho salmon wild caught. And sockeye, sockeye salmon, I don't really see any farm-raised sockeye salmon, so that's still wild caught on a massive scale, I believe. So get that. Those are great options. And an alternative to farm-raised salmon is when you buy salmon, you can buy canned salmon to stock up on. Most of those are still wild caught. So that's good to stock up on as well. And you want to make sure that when you're stocking up on it, make sure you're looking at the labels so that way you can see it. Now, number 6, transglutaminase. Now, you may hear it and you're like, what in the world is that? This is also known as meat glue. And that's used to bind meats and fish for texture and also the appearance. Now, just to get an idea of it, I want us to look at this video about the meat glue.
Asking at what risk? It's white, powdery, and holding one of these two steaks together. Transglutaminase, also known as Activa or meat glue. The powder can bind proteins together, and it's used in some restaurant kitchens. This YouTube video shows the process of making a phony fillet. Sprinkle the meat glue, toss the chunks of meat, wrap it tightly, suck out the air, let it set, and then slice.
Now, after seeing that, I know we're thinking that does not look appealing. Just the fact that it's called meat glue, right? Now, that's actually known to cause a leaky gut, inflammation, and there was a study done from the National Institute of Health. You can look that up, that it showed that meat glue can also lead to Alzheimer's disease. So that's not appetizing as well. So with meat glue, we want to make sure we stay away from that. That's something you can actually buy on Amazon. So it shows you how readily available it is. Now, number 7. Don't think I'm crazy. Wait for it. Ice. Now, I know you said, I know she just didn't say ice. I know you're thinking ice is not haram. And it's not. It's not haram. But I want us to pay attention to our source for ice. That's why it's mentioned, because it's very concerning. There was an article done from BBC that they looked at different samples from different fast food chains. And they found that most of the ice, they found fecal matter in the ice. You heard me right, fecal matter. And I'm actually going to post the link to the article so you can see it as well. Now, you can see now why I mentioned it. Now, I know you're thinking, well, we get ice all the time, and I know it can be hard to monitor that. But an alternative is just be careful when we're going to get ice. We may think, oh, I'm just going to this fast food store. I'm not really getting anything to eat. I'm just getting a juice or soda or something to drink. We got to be careful about that ice that they're putting in there, because it could be very much tainted. And just the thought of eating ice that's contained fecal matter, I'm sure we know it's not appealing at all. So some things we should do, some tips, just make sure if you do have an ice maker on your fridge, make sure that you change the filter out when the indicator light comes on. It'll tell you. I know they can be expensive, but when it comes to our health and our bodies, which is our temple, we want to make sure that's where we purchase things of quality first. And also, if you don't have an ice tray, then just, boil your water before you make the ice tray. So that way, the water that coming out of the sink, we don't know what's in it. We don't know if it's, has anything that's not good for us, lead or just any kind of contaminants. Just try to boil the water before we make the ice trays. So these are 7 items that we should look out for and that we should take into consideration. So I hope you liked the video, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share for more tips. And remember, this is the Modest Prepper reminding you to take care, stay grateful, and prep with intention.